Capricorn, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Capricorn energy, sun, moon, rising sign. And if you're not a Capricorn and this has somehow ended up in your feed, it's definitely a message for you. And this is where the message begins. Now, what does this mean? I mean, let's go back to where it all fell out. Remember, guys, this message always shows up to you at just the right time and for all the right reasons, too. Okay, so you've taken on too much, right? But at least now it's almost like maybe you've promised too much heading into the future, or you think like it's almost like a warning, like a saying, Capricorn, watch out, because you're piling it on thick onto yourself. And because remember, wands are actions, and the 10 of wands is like too much. You're carrying too much. You're burdened. You're slouched over. But it's also saying that your burdens don't have much longer to go. So it could very well be cheering you on and saying, yeah, you've taken on too much, but ultimately you're headed somewhere. It's moving. It's going somewhere. So that's really good energy. That's positive energy. Oh, but there's a heartbreak here. Maybe that's why everything feels so heavy for you right now, because you got your heart broken. So it's almost like, listen, you just have to kind of like slump through it and move forward. Keep moving forward. Everything will feel really heavy right now, but ultimately you will be happy in the end. You will be happy that you continue to persevere, because things are going to change and there is a new opportunity or a new chance for you to start over coming out. And that's where your message begins. That's really interesting. So what is this new opportunity that's coming? And can you give us a timeline for Capricorn, please? You got dumped. Somebody got dumped here. I think somebody was working so hard or working too much, and that's why somebody left them or made the decision to move in a different direction, or a sense of after they were dumped or after they were left. After they were dumped or after they were left, somebody like finally got the motivation to turn on their furnace and get to work. This could have been a Virgo that broke your heart. This could also be a sense of knowing that you're about to break somebody's heart. And it's also a sense of going it alone, or having to go it alone, be solo, do solo work, accept the loneliness that comes from doing that solo work. There's a big tower moment here. So there's heartbreak coming to you. And it's with regards to having to make a decision to go it on your own, or be out on your own, or leave somebody behind, or somebody is going to react in a great deal of heartbreak too. Or you're dealing with somebody's heartbreak, a great deal of heartbreak here, because it's like, I have to go through this alone. I have to move forward by myself. I have to work on myself. I have to spend some time healing. Maybe I heal by working. Of course, this is Capricorn, so we know that you guys do. Being productive helps you to focus yourself. It helps you to heal. It helps you to find your self-worth again. So I think it's like putting yourself back to practical use. But there's definitely some sort of a breakup, or a dumping, or a firing, or a decision to be alone, be on our own, or you've been alone so often that you've just gotten used to it. But I think this is such an opportunity that you have, and it's definitely work that you're focused on, or work that you really want to do, that you can't help but spend a lot of time alone, or make a decision that you have to travel somewhere alone, go somewhere alone, head in this direction all by yourself. That's what's happening, and that's what you're dealing with right now. Who is this with? Who is this? Who is all this happening with? This tower for Capricorn. What is this happening with? Who is this happening with? Hold on. who is this happening with? It's almost like you're tired or sick of dealing with this burden. So they could be a Leo. This is what came out. This is the card. So, or somebody who's really dealing with ego problems, like egotism or arrogance. Somebody who is easily offended because of their ego. It's like a compromised sense of purpose, right? Somebody that could be in between jobs or trying to find where they belong. Whatever it is, it's a compromised sense of self. It's a compromised sense of self-esteem, which could come off as extra defensiveness. Or like I said, you're dealing with a Leo, but then you would be dealing with a Leo that's kind of a braggadocious Leo. They're not really about leadership so much as they are about attention. Like you can tell, like if you're a balanced Leo or you're a harmonious Leo, what some people would call high vibration Leo, you're not about yourself. You're all about what you can give and what you can provide for and how you can inspire people. This is somebody who is still trying to find who the hell they are. So this could be, or this could be representing of you just feeling like you haven't been as successful as you haven't lived up to your full potential, or you're being extra hard on yourself. And if that's the case, let me say this. Then you're about to make decisions. You're getting this video as a warning because you're making decisions where you're being too hard on yourself. And you might give up and isolate yourself from something wonderful because your ego won't let you be happy. A lot of times Capricornian ego, if I'm not tortured, if I'm not trying too hard, if I'm not working too hard, then I'm not good enough or I'm not contributing enough. And that actually sabotages other relationships in your life or other situations in your life. So this reading could, if this isn't another person, this isn't resonating with you as somebody that you're dealing with, then this is definitely a warning saying you're right on the verge of destroying something in your life and watching it come to an end because you've taken on too much and you're spending too much time alone, and somebody is feeling abandoned and somebody is feeling like you're not participating, or that your work comes first, or that work matters to you too much. And ultimately, work does matter for you, right? It does matter for you, but too often it is how you identify yourself. You associate everything about yourself with the work that you do and what you can earn from it. And that can very much sabotage a situation. So that would come as a warning, this sense of not feeling like you're good enough and trying too hard, or you're dealing with somebody who is, and that's the heartbreaking thing. That's the heartbreak. There's love here. So this is a romantic situation because the Lovers came out. Actually, that's not true. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. There is a strong connection here. There is a strong sense of this was meant to be, or you have a long-standing connection, or this has been a situation that has been very important or prevalent in your life. So it's not something that can just be put aside easily. Major Arcana comes out and says, no, this is going to be front and center, and this is a powerful connection. So what about this communion though, or connection with another person? What about it? Then we have Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy is, I'm just going to say this. Together we stand, divided we fall. So what does that mean to you? Because that's what I'm getting out of this situation. When you're going it alone and you're putting ego first and you're isolating yourself and you're taking all the burdens on yourself, or you're trying to do everything by yourself, you're getting yourself into a situation where you're overworked and isolated. When you're together and you're doing something in unison, and you're doing something in harmony or partnership, if you have a twin, like there's a twin energy here. So if you have a soulmate or somebody who's a lot like you, God's saying do this with them. If you do this with them, this is divinely guided, and it will be gorgeous and it will be beautiful because it's the Lover's card. So it's like there's an energy of love here. There's an energy of beauty and of fulfillment, right? You're meant to not do this alone. So if you're tempted to go it alone, you're going to destroy things. You're going to fuck things up. That's going to mess up your opportunities. So don't take that temptation. Stay away from that. Go with doing this in partnership with somebody who, in partnership, you trust them, you'd work well with them, you'd connect to them. Maybe there is even love between the two of you. It doesn't have to be romantic or sexual. It just has to be that you really feel connected to this person. That's how you're going to expand, because that's when the Temperance angel came out. The expansion comes when you do this in unison and harmony with somebody else. Remember I was talking about harmony, right? I was talking about low vibration and high vibration. It's really not low or high vibration. It's balancing out all those vibrations and finding where you harmonize, right? And that's kind of what it is, finding your harmony with somebody else, and that's going to make magic happen. That's where the alchemy happens. You'll see this angel performing alchemy, right? It's almost impossible. This impossible angle to pour from, this impossible connection, and yet they're making the possible possible. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. The angel is connecting two different things from two separate worlds. This is a connectivity, finding that beautiful, harmonious balancing point. And that happens with somebody, not without somebody. So watch out for this ego, because it could really break your heart and ruin a wonderful chance, opportunity, or a situation. I love that. I love that. So let's get a moon card for you guys and see where you're headed, right? And remember, there's always an extended reading. The link is down below, and I've attached it to the top of the comment section too. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead with this motherfucker right here. Prosperity lies ahead for the two of you. Prosperity lies ahead, and expansion and growth. We do have Taurus. So new moon in Taurus, this could be a timestamp. New moon in Taurus would happen sometime in late April, early May. So we could be working out until that point. This is also, speaking of, because it's Taurus energy, financial prosperity. So yeah, this is something that you appreciate in your life and you want to have in your life. So don't underestimate the power of it. That's where you're headed. You're headed toward financial prosperity if, in fact, you don't choose to be alone. You find a way to do this in partnership with somebody. This could have to do with health and nutrition. This could have to do with something that is sustainable and will last. Something that you want to maintain, maintenance of some sort. Hold on. Where are we headed? Where are we going? And then the Tower turns around. The Tower is anxiety, anxiousness. Maybe you're anxious for money. Maybe things have been slow and they haven't come in quickly, or you took your time with this. That's the underlying energy. I think you're afraid of, or you've held back because you're afraid this will change everything. Yeah, can you please clarify this Tower that just came out, please? Because before the Tower was a clarifier. Clarify this Tower. Clarify this Tower. No, clarify the Tower. So it could be you yourself, Queen of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. It could be your managerial skills. It could even be that your skills and your ability to hold everything together is why everything falls apart. Because you find out, no, hold on. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Queen of Cups. These are divine counterparts. So this is the masculine and feminine of each other. This is knowing what you feel, being able to be open-hearted from a place of strength and confidence in yourself. So this sense of it, what I just heard is, it took you a long time to get here. But now I think you do have a lot of confidence in yourself. And that's what's being clarified here. I said clarify the tower, is that the tower is you, or the tower is what happened to you so that you could get to the point where you feel good and you want to invest in yourself, where you feel like you're worthy, that personal strength of character that you have now in your own capacity and your own capabilities. And you should have it. It took a while to build it, or whatever you need, whatever you need, whatever validation you need, you're still working on it. But you feel better and better every day because you do, and you should definitely continue to. So where are we headed? Where is Capricorn headed? I love you, God. I'm so grateful for this message. You're headed toward success. You're headed toward public recognition. You're headed toward people being proud of you and you being proud of yourself, and your victory also being a victory for other people, because you're creating something that gives them purpose and that gives them the way, and it helps other people as much as it helps you. So it's almost like you're representing a success, almost like a sports team. A sports team, that's why they're so popular, right? They represent success for the entire state that they represent. You know, they're representatives of an entire constituency of people, right? And that's what it is. So it's almost like people are cheering you on. That's where you're headed. That's what you're headed toward. A place where people are cheering you on. Wow. And you're coming from a place of complete isolation, or isolation. I think, I still think that's Libra. You're, let me say this, partnership, because God wants to reiterate again, you want the victory, you want the success, stay in partnership. It comes through partnership. Somebody else is going to give you the balance that you need in order to be the best of yourself and achieve all that you can. And now Leo energy comes out upright. This is leadership. This is certainty of purpose. This is what they're going to give you, what your partner is going to give you. I don't care if it's a romantic partner, business partner, it doesn't matter. What they're going to give you is they're going to remind you of your purpose, or they're going to direct you towards your purpose. The two of you will find this purpose together. This is a beautiful partnership that's leading to a place of you feeling good about yourself, not just because you have a partner, especially if this is a romantic relationship, but because you're able to because they inspire in you what you need inside of yourself to be the best of yourself, and you do the same for them. It's not just you using them, right? It's the two of you doing this for each other. Let's go to the extended and see what else Spirit's got to tell us. I'll see you guys there. Link is down below, and it's also pinned to the top of the comment section.